Hi, I'm Maria Roth, and today I'm interviewing cook Martin Planchaud. Thank you so much
Hi.
for doing this interview. First, I would like to ask you how you define yourself professionally.
I cook for now 10 years, cooking for restaurants, institutions, did a lot of catering as well. So through those experiences, I would say I'm still cook, but I work with different collaborators and actors, institution outside the restaurant world, let's say.
hmm And how did the interest or passion for cuisine start for you?
Um, so first I was studying and I wanted to see something else than law or classic university background and some go to something more manual. So I took a year off, worked in a restaurant, and then I met a chef in Bordeaux, and we really got along, and he offered me to do apprenticeship of,
hmm
at the culinary school at the end, and so I stayed with them 1 year and a half, and then I jumped on the train.
Wow, because you were studying something else.
Yes,
Okay,
public law.
nice. So I know that you always or almost always work within a creative environment, whether it's art, design. What relationship do you find between cuisine and design?
Here in Boisbuchet or in any other structure where I worked at, I think it's a very interesting way to put like the culinary experience and the cuisine outside the business side of the how a restaurant operates, and it's also the opportunity to meet so many people and to learn about crafts and to develop a whole network all around this because food will always be like at the center of any gatherings.
hmm
So this is how my cooking journey evolved into those different spheres of creatives.
Yeah. Was there a first experience that you had that made you want to always work more related to the creative sphere?
So first, starting here in Boisbuchet, every Friday we started to, for those last 5 years, we started to change the location of the dinner. So every Friday, you'll see even
Ah,
next Friday, we try to build a whole setup, a whole cuisine maybe outside, but to create a scenery according to a theme or just because the location looks nice at this time, at this
I mean,
light.
the place is amazing, so
Yeah.
any corner would be.
So we used to do like a Russian dinner in the forest by the dacha. We did Japanese dinner by the Japanese pavilion.
Wow.
2 weeks ago we were here and we like kind of set up a whole Sicilian beach
Oh,
situation with a lot
nice.
of pasta, like large pasta pots, and the collaboration as well go through like this the change of the spots and the actors or artists or designer I'm working along with. Last year, for example, I was working at the French Academy of Art in Rome, and
hmm
there was this griot poet, Bocarnian, who is like a poet based on this African culture of telling story
hmm
and carrying stories. You know, it's something that you transmit only like orally, and so we decided to collaborate and to create a whole menu according to this tradition.
Uh-huh.
And so we find ourselves cuisine like very African food in the French, in the Italian palazzo in
Yeah.
Rome. Yeah, for us with some other people, some other fellows, Yasmina, she wanted to find to develop the what will be like the Roman essence flavor through
hmm
through ice creams.
Gelato.
So
Oh
yeah,
my
so
God.
we pick different tastes which are not necessarily like findable in the regular gelato
Yeah,
shop.
it seems
Yeah, it was
fascinating.
interesting.
So there's a lot of research also behind that.
Yeah, actually, yes. Also, we started the series of this citrus-based dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So we invited like producers from Andalusia, Greece, Italian south of France, and we threw this dinner in still at Villa Medici,
Yeah.
uh, inviting another chef, and around mainly the main products was like the citrus, lemons, oranges, limquat,
Wow.
kumquat. Yeah.
Wow. So what brought you to Bois Boucher?
I was working in Paris in a two Michelin-star restaurant, and it was not the healthiest environment
I've
for
heard
me.
that it's not really
Yeah.
healthy.
So I quit and not knowing really what to do. I had a friend designer, Wendy Andreu. She offered me to apply to this position, and
Hmm.
then Alexander von Wegersack called me and asked me if I could come tomorrow, and I went, and this is how it started.
That's so nice. And what would you say that is the thing that made you come back after 6 years?
I think so. Every year, every season is very different.
Uh-huh.
Um, the community spirit is real. The learning about the craft as well. All the tutors, and I don't know. I'm operating this kitchen with non-professional cooks who people have more or less experience, and I think very interesting to share. And they could be like from Taiwan, Lebanon,
Yeah.
Mexico, Italy, France, England. So it's a very interesting mashup. Everybody's carrying kind of his own culture, and it's a training. So it's also an education. And yeah, this whole thing makes me coming back every summer.
That's so nice. I would like to ask you if there's any residency or collaboration that you've done in your career that you would like to highlight.
One of the most important one I think was the one I've done last year at the Villa Medici, the
Mm-hmm.
French Academy in Rome. After having opened this program of culinary residency 3 years ago now, I got the opportunity to be the second chef in residence for a year, and it was an amazing experience to take over this French cultural institution based in Italy kitchen, and to cater like gigantic dinners, and to run also the cafeteria, the canteen of the
Yeah.
place.
You must see always wonderful spaces.
Yeah, definitely. It was honestly, I got super lucky about this.
Nice.
Try to put myself in like I love being surrounded by beauty, and I think yeah, it's very inspiring and loaded with history as well.
That's so nice.
Mm.
Okay, lastly, I
Mhm.
want to ask you what your favorite part about your job is.
So I love by the travel being able to scout out all the ingredients to source to come to meet the producers and to discover a lot of new things. I was recently in Estonia. I tried those like slightly salted cucumbers and those
Wow.
black currants because it was summer season. It was first time for me. So as any chef, any cook, very excited to try new products. And on the other hand, strangely really like the process of getting organized, having the things done, like
Mm-hmm.
chronologically build the production
Yeah,
and deliver like a result. Yeah,
that's so nice. Well, thank you so much,
my
Martin, for the
pleasure.
interview. I loved it.
Mm.